Hello, it's Meg. I would like to play with pairs. This is the When Olga Speaks Oracle, iconic backs already, and Sasha, the creator of this deck, is finally launching the Kickstarter December 1st, and I'm so excited to back it. And she just shared a video today pairing this deck, and I want to do it too, because I mean, okay, so the ones that she picked are like definitely ones that I pair this deck with. Aquamarine, Sistine, for sure, but there's other ones too. And see, some of them in her video she was like, I don't think this works. I thought they did. I just think this deck kind of pairs with most things, so I'd like to test that out right now today. I have so many decks. I have two little baskets, and I kind of have a feeling that, like, okay, so collage decks for sure. Photography decks, yes. Spooky decks, I think so. And I don't know, we'll see. So I could start with ones that I've been using. I just got this one. We'll see if this works. I'm kind of like perhaps a bit at a loss at what I would pair this with. I don't think that's too silly. I'm not gonna do it. It's like, there's no way. Okay, well, I mean, I guess it does work in like a bizarre and upsetting way. What the heck? Why does that work a little bit? I mean, fight me in the comments for sure. That's what this video is for. It's for fun and to fight. Okay, I mean, it's not perfect, but I don't know. I'm also not looking at anything. I'm just looking at it visually. So maybe it was different. This Oracle deck is so good. I think it's one of the best. I mean, no, I know that it is. Like, if I had to pick the best 5 Oracle decks, this would be one of them. Okay, the Sluttist Tarot. Nudity, don't look. All right, so I feel like I'm not starting out strong here because there's a lot of decks that, like, right away I feel like I'm thinking like, oh no, what's that photography, like the first photography deck? What's the name of that one? Anyway, that one, I'm thinking that one. Okay. Surrender the Moon. King of Coins, the Ally, Princess of Coins. Yeah. Jesus Christ, this deck is crazy. 6 of Wands, Celebrate, 9 of Cups. Dude, yeah. That's amazing. But I guess visually it probably doesn't look great. We'll forget it. Forget I said anything. All right. So Sistine, for sure. For sure. And any other like collage deck. So I have another collage deck that I think it's gonna look great with. And that is the Moon BB. I don't know, I think this is gonna be just fine. 9 of Lasers, 10, so Character, Retreat, and Birth. Passion, Distracted, Sacred. This looks really good here. I'll show other stuff too, like that I know for sure. We're just messing around here. These are not decks that I pair with this usually. This is one of my favorite cards. I think I've told this story. So when I went back to college in like 2017, 2018, I was in a vampire folklore class, Slavic folklore. vampire specific class. And so we were studying like the differences between folkloric and literary vampires. And then we had to write a folklore story about vampires. And this is like like a visual from my story. Like this happened in my story. And it also kind of was the medicine. I don't know, dude. It's crazy. I love this card. It's crazy. Sensuous mutual aid and mend. This paper is degrading in a very strange way. Expression, purpose, and synergy. I feel like this is maybe not visually working the best, but it is reading really well. Okay, we have so many. I just don't want to dwell too long. I'm curious what like other people view. So Intuitive Night Goddess. This to me is just like one that makes sense that it would work right away. It's like dark. Chance, community, 2 of Cups, 4 of Cups, inflamed, and freedom. I think that this deck also like has an ancestral feel to it. I want to elaborate on that, but I think it feels obvious, you know. It's like these beings living amongst the stars, right? The planets. Okay. I think I really like that actually. I'm gonna put that one aside. And so these ones are decks that I have set aside for Tarot Club. So I'm doing like a in-person, co-hosting an in-person tarot club. And I sort of took, I don't know, like 2 huge boxes of decks out of my collection. They just simply do not exist in my collection anymore. And I grabbed a few from there too. So this is one of them. It's the Dreaming. What is this one? I don't know, but I have a blister on my hand, which is crazy. I can't even think why that would be. And I don't know. So when I was looking through those boxes, I saw this one and I thought it actually might work in this sort of ancestral spirit flight sort of way, like a dream way. I mean, that yes. 4 of Cups, Ease, Ace of Wands. There's something about like the movement in this one that I think plays well with this one. Lady of Cups, the Moon, Exposed. Oh. That's interesting. The Dream Carrier, the Storyteller, and 5 of Wands. Master of Secrets, Grace, 8 of Swords. You know, I used this deck. I used this deck and the comic booky dream one that has like more reds in it. I used, where is that deck? Oh, I know where it is. Anyway, I used those 2 and worked with my dreams for like a few months one summer, and I was gonna make a video about it. I just never did. Whoops. I'm wondering if this deck might look good also, the New Era Elements Tarot. Again, this is a deck. So the decks that are going in that zone. I might not show this one because it's in order and I kind of want to keep it that way. So yeah, so the decks that go in those boxes are kind of like decks that I could get rid of, but I don't want to. And so this is like a way for me to engage with them still. And that way I'm not bringing like decks I really care about to the group. These ones are all over the place. I think that just, see, that's the thing about this deck, is that it really does pair well with most decks. This one too, so they have that in common. I think that this one looks better when it's like really worn, but I don't love this deck. I don't have love for this deck. Let's see, Lovers, Transients, and Queen of Swords. But it pairs, right? Like, it works. They have a similar, like, timelessness to them, I guess. Even though, as Sasha points out, this is maybe 60s, I think. I love this card too. Innocence with the, oh my gosh, my goodness. It's from a specific, the images are sourced from a specific time period, specific catalogs at a certain time, magazines from a certain time, but I just feel like it still has this like timelessness to it. Maybe it's because the themes are so timeless. I don't know. Anyway, oh my gosh. How long is this video gonna be? I'm just gonna be gushy. Ridiculous. Okay, so those are like the other sort of ones. And then a lot of these I'm just curious about, you know? I'm gonna put these, well, actually I'll just leave them out. So spooky decks. I forgot what this one's called. It's a horror tarot deck. I got it on Etsy like a while ago and I like it. And it's small, it's cute. But I just want to see how it works with this. I like that. That's cool. Does this work to you? Wheel of Fortune, the Elder, 10 of Cups. The Pulp Tarot, that might look really good. The Sun. Joy is a Temple. Abi. 6 of Pentacles. Temperance. Take a pause. 8 of Pentacles. I like that also. Death, Rebirth, the Hermit. Okay. Right? I don't know. That's pretty good. Oh man, we have made no dent. Is this going to be even, I don't know. I hope this is interesting. Okay, so I wanted to focus in on the spooky decks that I picked out. I think I have to move these. And move this one closer. Okay, so that's sort of the discard pile. All right, I picked Goth Nancy. Johnny Q was here visiting and she helped me organize some of my decks, but I ended up, the only thing that we did that I ended up keeping within like the next day was the bin where we put my spooky decks. So I took some, so that was organized. So I was like, oh yeah, spooky decks. I just want to see if it works visually. I'm not looking at like, okay, I feel like tactily it's not my fave. I don't think this one works. I know I'm thinking about the Labanco. That one's coming out in Mass Market, isn't it? Page of Cups, boundaries, and there's a wand right there. Queen of Swords, evoke, the Hierophant. I think it's working, but again, I don't, and that's so true. Okay, discard. Oh, the Tenebrae was in the spooky bin. So this one is the, I actually might not use this one. This is the normal edition. So my preference is the Whispers. So the Whispers has the Fool at the top, the title at the top, and then it has keywords at the bottom. And this is a, I mean, I guess I can just do it. It's fine. This is a Marseilles inspired deck. So that's the way the things are read. How am I going to do this? Okay, I'll do that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think this is going to work really well. Just any sort of black and white deck with this is going to absolutely work. I'm really excited to show one of my favorite other decks that goes with this. Yeah. This one I know goes well. I just used the Whispers, not this one. So this one was in my spooky bins because I have, multiple versions of this deck because I adore it. Okay. And then we have the Flux Arcana Tarot for a spooky deck. And this one is yeah, I think that does work. Visually. I haven't used this deck in so long. Queen of Wands, Creation, yes. Seven of Swords. The Sun, Cleansing Ritual, and 10 of Swords. Yes. Seven of Cups, Lessons, and the Hanged Man. Wow. Okay. Six of Cups. Nine of Cups, let go. Dude, I'm so stoked for this Kickstarter, for this, for Sasha's guidebook that she's been showing on IG, and the extra cards that come with it, and also just like having the deck as she intended it to be. Like, it's so funny, she posted on her stories, she was like, wait a second, this is the deck, because she just got an NPC copy of the deck, and she was like, wait, this is the deck you guys have been using? This is not what I wanted. Because she had one that was from a printer, a prototype from a printer that she's been using, and like the colors are more vibrant. It's amusing. I told her, I was like, she was like, what are you? I was like, we're just grateful to have it. Like, because it's true. The other one I have is the Vampires Tarot of the Eternal Night. That's the other one I grabbed for this, which I think this is a funny card to have for this. And this is maybe might represent like all these sort of weird, obnoxious decks that I have and tend to enjoy. I don't think that this works visually. I think it's a little too much. Because this, okay, so the thing is like, that actually made me feel a little bit ill, this one. Because this is like, I think that this deck is a little bit more serious of a reader than what I might use this one for. That felt, I don't know, like disrespectful or something. That was crazy. We'll just keep going through this basket. I have the Tone Lalone. I really love this deck. This deck is like, I'm gonna shuffle it. I was using it for very specific readings like a year ago, And so I don't know, I haven't really pulled it out since then because it was a little intense, the readings that I was doing. They were family specific. So I think this looks really good, actually. Eight of Swords, trust. Nine of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, astral protection. Six of Pentacles. I like that. Yeah, so this I mean, it looks specifically like mental health readings, which I thought was funny to do because these people look crazy. But I don't think that this is a vibe match, although I don't think that visually it's that bad. I'm sure everyone's like, wow, we trust this person. This is terrible. Let's see what's in this bag. It's not in the correct bag. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna wait on that one. I'll show you what terrible bag it's in, too. Okay, Secret Tarot. This is my favorite mass market decks. It's Lo Scarabeo. It's by... The art's by Marco Nizzoli, which I talked about this in a recent... Not a super long ago at present, that I was, like, obsessed with his work. He did the Tarot of the Dream Enchantress also, which is another one of my favorite tarot decks. Mass market tarot decks. Temperance. Regret. Seven of Wands. I think that this makes this really interesting. Or it can be the opposite. Four of Pentacles, the Hidden Self, and Queen of Wands. I'm wondering, like, is this too... Like, do these sort of more story, comic booky decks, like, go well? Here, we're gonna consolidate these, because this video is already, like, 20 minutes long. And we're gonna do the Dream Enchantress, which is more, like, a little bit more fantasy. And I think that this actually looks better than this one because of the border, or like the lack of border on the sides. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take this one out. And we'll do this. I hope this isn't like offensive to be like... I'm just curious, you know? Because I think there's really, like, there's ones that are just like, well, yes, that's going to be amazing. That's going to look incredible. And it work really well together. Okay. This one we saw before. I think especially with some of these, I mean, yeah, like... I think this more fantasy deck is bringing that element out here in this deck too, especially visually. Tower, Hope, and Justice. Intense. Strength, Ambiguous Grief, and Ace of Coins. I feel like I never see this card, which is interesting. Okay. Man, I love that deck so much. See, this is what happens when making a video like this. I like grab a bunch of decks and I'm like, okay, we're gonna see what's up. And then I'm going through my decks and I'm just like, oh my god, this deck is so good and this deck is so good. And I just wanna like, and then my basket that I'm trying to be like mindful about becomes, it overfloweth, you know? Oh, also it's so dark today. Hopefully this video isn't just incredibly dark. It's just very, very gloomy. Okay, let's keep going. The Crow Tarot. I had this deck before and I gave it to a friend. It's in order because I just got it back. Not from the friend, but from someone else. I'm gonna do my best to keep it in order. This one is one that I already immediately put in the... No, this was in the spooky box, actually, I think. I'm not sure how I feel about this deck or this person's decks in general. MJ Cullinane. I always thought this was a man, but apparently it's not. Because all of these decks, these MJ Cullinane decks, read so masculine to me. And I was like extremely surprised when I found out that these are created by a woman. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So this isn't going to be a reading thing because these are in order and they're going to remain in order. But I just want to see if it works visually, which I think it does, but it's not my favorite, you know, like that's the thing is like, we don't have to settle. We don't have to do that because there's so many good ones to choose from. And then there can be like a surprise pairing too that's like, wow, this actually reads really well together and it's kind of like a weird visual thing. Like one of my favorite pairings is this deck is Haunted and the Moon Baby Magic Tarot, which I showed a little bit ago. I don't know, it just reads so well together. Well, that Oracle just really reads really well with anything. It's just so strange. Okay, so I have the Gill Tarot. I just wanted to see if this would look, how this would go. This is also a deck, dude, so funny, that I had gifted. I think I gifted this deck twice. And I wish I had my first copy because that one was like a little bit more like worn in. Because this one I haven't had for very long at all. And I barely like desire to use it. But I just think it's really beautiful. Okay, Loss, Regret, the Devil. Okay. Hermit, Guidance, and Wealth. Valor, Justice, Ancestral Protection. I'm not sure this is it. I think this might work. There's a lot of like circles happening here. I'm wondering, off topic, what does one pair with this? Maybe like this is a photography deck. It's just a collage deck also. Do you know what I mean? Stay with me. I don't know. Maybe that's why I don't use that deck very often. Imagination, Hope, and Sorrow. This deck is cool. I think I'm gonna give it to my child though. Third time gifting it. We can share it. It's fine. All right. I have this one. The Wheel of Change Tarot. Oh my god, another deck, dude. This is so funny. So I had this deck and I was like, I didn't buy this deck. Someone gave it to me and I was like, I don't know if I love it, you know? I didn't know. And it was so easy at the time when I was gifted a bunch of decks to just get rid of them right away. To just be like, okay, no, this isn't for me. I don't want it. And I love that. I love that feeling of just knowing. And then I gave the deck to Sasha. And then she was pairing it with something. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, what is that deck? You know? And then I realized it was the deck that I gave her. And I was like, oh. Damn. So I had to go get it again. I had to get it for myself and like, you know, experience it that way. I do like this deck a lot, actually. The Tower, Hope, and Prince of Swords. I'm not sure it's going to work well here. I can't remember the pairing that she did now, too, that just like, oh my god, it was so good. But I really like this one. Actually, I think this kind of works. Let's see here. I don't know. We're not going to dwell. We don't have a lot of time. And by not a lot of time, I mean, I have no idea how much time, because it's not up to me. It's up to someone else. Okay. I took out 3 Marseille decks to try. I wanted to try the Tarot of Ambiguities. This is one of my favorite sort of modern Marseille decks. And I don't really pair Marseille, and I wish I did more. I know I made a whole video once upon a time about like the idea of it and like, is it allowed and what goes well and like all this stuff. I think this looks great. Sorry, I'm getting all... Yeah, I think visually this works really well. And that's interesting. I wonder if in that video, I can't recall if the conclusion was that collage decks look really good with Marseille decks. Because I know that there's a lot of like, you know, like the Supra Oracle or something like that. Like you want that to go really well with a Marseille. Whoops, sorry about that. But is it going to, or is it like a little bit... I feel like Marseille is more playful than that, you know? This is the revised Gassman, and this is from Deviant Moon, actually. Surprise. It was like, I don't know, it was on like crazy sale. And I don't really have that many Marseille decks at all, but I have like 4 copies of the Gassman because I really like it, but this one's not my favorite, but I do like it. Death Perspective, Queen of Wands. You don't have to do that. I just think that visually this looks really cool. I really like this, actually, like a lot. I think this would be the best collage deck for pairing with Marseille too. I'm thinking of the others. I think that like Road to Nowhere is just like too... That one might work because the big yellow borders I think would look good. But thinking of like Runners of the Sun, I'm not sure that one would work. I love the Gassman. And this is not my favorite one though. Anyway. Okay, cool. I think Pips, I think Marseille, like, I have one more Marseille that I do want to investigate. Let me just move some of these decks back to where they go in this box. A little cleanup time. Okay. This is the Joseph Tarot from 1762. I love this deck. I've had this deck for a minute, and my friend Rachel from Second Thoughts About the Mission made a whole video about this deck. And then we were chatting one day, and we ended up like talking about this deck and how we both like it, and we never see anyone else like it. In fact, when I first got this, I was like, it's an order, so when I first got it, I was like, I think it is at least. I was like trying to find videos of people talking about it because I wanted to hear about it, and I found one video of like Justin Michael doing an unboxing with like decks he was sent, and this was one of them, and he was like, I don't like it. I was like, oh my god. Like, I don't know, I do like this one a lot. So wow, this makes me like making my like something build inside of me. Yeah. Sorry, I just hit it. Let's clump them up a little bit more. Oh, yes. I'm kind of obsessed with this deck going well with Marseille. I wonder. I think it kind of makes sense in a sense, because Marseille, like, and pips, things like that really feel like historical decks feel like ancestral. I mean, there are tarot ancestors for sure. This is the old style tarot. I don't think. No, this one's a little too. No way. Yeah, this is. I think I got this deck from someone. I don't remember who. They didn't like it, I think, or someone's getting rid of it. I don't remember. But But I wanted to give it a try. And it's not my usual aesthetic at all, but I do like it. Like, I don't really have decks like this. Can't explain what this is even like. It reminds me of Nina at Foxfleur Creek. Okay. Let's get these guys in here. Okay, I really did like the horror one though, which makes me think Pulp Tarot would be good too. Oh man, the Astral Tarot. Yes. Yes. Even without having like the imagery be explicitly of this time, it like is. Ooh, would the Aquarian look good with this then? Like the Morgan Greer. This looks so good. Okay, I think this might be like a pairing that visually I really want to look into and try more. So I'm gonna leave this one out. This is the one where I didn't know what it was because it's in this bag. Like, that does not go in that bag. What deck that I have even goes in this bag? Like, what was I thinking? Like, I don't like this bag. It's like navy. It's not even black. It's like navy blue. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Not to be a hater. I have other bags from that person that I like. Okay, Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals. So this is the photography deck. One of the photography deck contributions. I love this deck. Yes, for sure. Obviously. Fire Opal, Inflamed, the Hierophant, Diamond, Pressure. Interesting. Hold on. Death, the Healing Child, Ten of Swords. Yikes. Six of Cups, Resilience, Two of Wands. I like this. Two of Coins, the Hard Choice. Yeah. Three of Cups. Interesting. Oh. That made me think about what that might mean in a different way. In that reading, that spread. Justice, forgiveness. Yeah. Page of Cups. Yeah. Wow. Four of Cups, the Seeker, the Lovers. Okay. That's a sleigh. A toot. All right, next basket. This one has less. Definitely way less. We got 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. All right, I think I'm gonna start with this one, the Queer Tarot. I put it back in its obnoxious box, in a box with the book. I don't know why. It's because I think I'm just keeping the box for now because I want to redo it because it's so cool. I want to cover like the outside of it with paper because the inside is incredible. it's just kicking around. I might as well just keep it. I really like this deck, but I haven't used it very much. I think it's because I had it in the like Take Two Tarot group area of things. Also, things have been super chaotic here, as you know, with stuff. With interesting. The Seeker. Okay. Again, I'm just looking at this visually. Okay, I already don't like it, so I don't care to continue. Even though I feel like, wow, I really like this deck. Don't even need to go any further. Pairing decks is so fun. Okay, so I hope John Key's keeping track of the history of deck pairings and how that happened. All right, so we have the Black Lily Tarot. This is a deck that I have almost gotten rid of several times, and I'm so glad that I haven't because I think it's good. Ace of Cups, Creation, and the High Priestess. And specifically this Creation card. This is another, I think this one might be my favorite card in the deck. I don't know. I can't. Sasha, I need you to make a website and sell prints too. Because I will buy so many of them. Death, Tend, and the 10 of coins. Yeah. Six of Swords, Avoidance, and 4 of Cups. Wow, I'm gonna keep this deck out. Alright, what's in this bag? What is in this beautiful Johnny Key bag? It's the Transformational Tarot. Alright, so I think it works because it's a collage deck, but maybe this one doesn't because it's a little soft. Yeah, it's like a little bit more painterly. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not stoked about that one. This I'm curious about for sure. This is one of my favorite tarot decks, the Wind Rose Tarot. I just want to see if it goes with this. This one, I don't think this goes. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's the worst. What do you guys think? Specifically this one, please let me know. Because these are two of my faves. I think it works. I think it does. Hold on, I need to straighten my leg. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Huh. I was using this deck pretty much like non-stop in the spring of this year, like late in like the winter and the spring, and I can't remember now like which, the box is falling apart because it's, I don't know, it just is. And then I keep in this Johnny bag. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I forgot what deck I was pairing with it all the time. I don't remember. Okay, Darkness of Light. I think that's this deck. I love this deck. I'm really bad at remembering things. Here we go. Someone in the comments of Sasha's video mentioned this deck, so I thought I would give it a try. I think this is the deck. I think that's the name of this deck. This one goes in the spooky deck zone. I'm sort of struggling with some of these decks, knowing when to use them, because I find that this time of year, I don't want something like this, you know? When it is the darker part of the year, that's not what I'm reaching for. I'm typically going for decks that have like maybe a feeling like that. And I do like these decks in the summertime usually, but not this one, I don't think. Anyway, I don't know what you guys thought of that. What do you guys think of that? I'm not sure I loved it. It wasn't my fave. We did a lot. And that was not the fave. Okay, I'm gonna put this one over here too. Yikes. Okay, Gendron, because I must. Oh, I also wanted to see if it pairs with Thoth. Oh, I have another deck here too. Okay. No. I think it does work, but no. Okay, it does, but it's not what I would choose, I guess. This is long. This is too long? Comment below. I am spending a little too much of my nap time doing this. All right, so this is the Ferric Pinter, the Phrenic Printer deck, the Fennec Printer deck. Okay. I just wanted to see. This is also one of my favorite mass market decks. Damn. I need a print of this on my wall. This one. I think this kind of works a little bit, actually. And I think partially for me personally, because I have Italian ancestors, and this really feels that way. Like when I look at this deck, I'm just like, that's Italian. Yeah, I do think that looks really good. Interesting. I'm really blanking. My brain, dude. My brain, like, mom brain is so real. I saw a t-shirt that says insane in the mom brain, and I really want to get it. I think I probably will at some point. Really stupid, but it's so real. Because I was using the Fennec printer, as I call it. I was using that a bunch, and Animal Lives. I can't remember now what I was pairing with it. What the heck, man? See, this is why I need to keep up with making at presents too, because then I know what's going on. So this is the Animal Wise Tarot. I have both editions. This one's my preference, and I think it looks good. I think this is another example of a photography deck that's going to work really well. But I don't think that I would choose this. I don't think I would choose this as like the deck that I want to. But if this was like this type of deck is the deck that you like, you know. Oh my god, I'm also so annoying because I was getting all these decks together, and I was like, I really want to not be an alienating freak and like show mass market decks or whatever. And then I like looked in my basket and it was just like all out of print decks. I was like, what are you doing? Stop. There's, I don't know. Decks just go out of print. And if you think about it, all decks are going to go out of print, you know? All right, so here's the Thoth. It's in order because I was doing some weird Thoth shit that people do sometimes, you know, whatever. I think this looks awesome. This does look awesome. I do think the RWS, I think it did look better with an RWS, but I think that also looks really good. Okay. There's a few more, honestly. Like, could there be more? Jeez. I grabbed this one as well. Okay, this is the Animal Guide Oracle base pack by Andy Taylor. And my copy smells incredible. Because when she sent it to me, she sent it with this, oh my god, dude, it literally, like, it transports me. I love this deck. Okay, I just want to see. This kind of makes sense too that this would fit well, because these. This reminds me of like a textbook. Give care to creative ideas. Okay. Begin a new quest. Evoke. Freedom and strong bonds. Okay. Explore a new expression of self. The journey. Projects through to the end. The depths of your imagination. Boundaries. Change your approach. Oh. Conquer your fears. Innocence. Serve with purpose. Interesting. Maybe it would also be like one of these in the center and two of these. Or like one of these, and a bunch of tarot. Conflict resolution. The strat. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Jeez, that's so embarrassing. Conflict resolution. Be heard loudly. And the strategist. Wow. Sasha's a really talented collage artist, man. Like, this is crazy. Big picture thinking. Recharge, flexibility, and acceptance. Experience the cycles of the moon, take pause, and plan for the future. Okay, well, I don't need convincing that I also need to be using the Animal Guide Oracle. In my... See, this is tough. This is tough, because I already have a little bin out. I have a little bin happening. All right. So, like everyone else, I like to use the Sistine Tarot with this deck so much. I'm just gonna, I don't know why I'm gonna show you, because I guess what I like to do is like Sistine, and then like one or two of these, and then yeah, okay. I don't need to show. That's, and then maybe I'll do a Tantric Dakini, trimmed or not trimmed. Right now I have an untrimmed copy here, and I'll just show that with this because I think it looks cool as heck. I'm so sorry that I messed up the the thing and I can't fix it. Yeah, okay. Solar Return, Resilience, The Rose Garden. Dangerous Pussy, The Past, The Hard Choice, Magic Carpet. Okay, so that looks sick. And then, so I will often use the Sistine, the Tantric Dakini, When Olga Speaks, and the Heavy Iridescent Oracle. And this one looks like this. The other deck, Acceptance of Failure, Happiness in Spleen, Forgiveness, Self-Tenderness, Caring Relationship, Material Resource, The Seeker. It's a visual. It's a visual one, okay? I like this deck though. It's one of my favorites. And then also, see, this I'm just taking straight from my little basket because this is how it is. This is what's happening. And then this other deck I think looks incredible with the When Olga Speaks and the Sistine. And for a while, I think in early summer when the Sistine first came out, I was using these all together, but I don't know, it's like it was too good. And I literally had to put Sistine like away until this past week. So this is the 9 Coins Oracle. Actually, I just realized I totally shuffled in like the title cards because I keep them in the back. We'll find them. Here it is. Here we go. So this is the 9 coins. And I'll link to everything. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Protect your goods. Respectfully. Amazing. Medicine. It's handled. Mend. Walk through the garden. Yeah. Feeling perceived. Seeds still good. Synergy. I think the thing that works about this too is that something that Thea said about this deck when she first got it, is that it's really like urban. And I think she, at first, because she lives in the country, like I think she said she like struggled for a brief moment with that. And I think that it's a very good observation that it does feel that way. And this deck does too also feel that. But in like, I don't know, like not even that. Because I grew up in a small town and like, I guess like the feeling of these feels like summer. And I guess I actually know. So I'm gonna say summer's the city to me, but it's actually winter also. The city's for the extremes, I suppose, which I just mostly like acutely recall from my childhood, I guess. And this deck has that sort of thing to it. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm being annoying. I'm gonna stop. Tempted to go through the whole bin, but I'm not going to. Anyway, I simply adore this deck, and I'm really excited to have another copy, to have the Sasha's like full vision and words and everything. Like, oops, my goodness. It's so funny that she's like, this is the deck. Yeah, I love it so much. So I'm super stoked. Are you also stoked? And what deck do you pair this with? Like, what's your favorite deck to pair with this one? I think mine is the Sistine, honestly. But Actually, every deck, because I don't know, because I put the Sistine away briefly, but I didn't put this one away. And it's these two. These two are like my most used Oracle decks. Hands down. Like this past year. Yeah, for sure. And now I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, I totally remember the other pairings that I was doing with them. Because I think that especially when these two together, they can really just like hold their own in like an oracle setting, and then the tarot can do its own thing. And so whatever deck that I've been using recently, which are not in this video, or like recent past using, I was still using these oracles, and these ones are still in my basket because that's just how it is. All right, anyway, okay, whatever. I'm gonna go now.